Hello and welcome to Gothic Reviews. Today, though in an unusual environment, we have presented, or I'm about to present rather,
We're going to do a Joann's Halloween haul for you of jewelry and crafts, and we're coming at you from the Hotel California because our place of residence, our dark Gothic manor, is undergoing some renovations. So as soon as we got home from vacation, we came here. So we are in a different location, not of our making. Enjoy the Hotel California while we are enjoying it and while we give you our hauls from various locations in its dark depths of mysteriousness. First, we have this nice autumn bat pendant. I call it an autumn bat pendant, although I think its brand is like, what is it, Gomez?
It's Trick and Treats.
And he likes this bat now. I was showing him the different things we bought, and I was like, which one do you want to use for the cameo? Oh, the bat, the bat. So I was like, okay, but don't forget this, and I'm showing him something else, and he goes, he's not even looking. He's going, Batty, Batty. And I'm going, okay, well, what about these? You really liked these? Batty. Okay, well, fine. You're not even going to be open to something else. I see that now. Which means that when we bought this bat, I asked him, do you want one too? Because a lot of times Gomez and I like to match. Oh no, this is good for you. That's what he said a couple years ago at Halloween City about the spider bracelet that I bought that he didn't like because it was just plain silver that he ended up taking over. So I'm wondering how long it's going to take him to take this bat over. And I just asked him before we started videoing, would you like to go and get another one for yourself? Oh no, he says.
Yes, but the haunted bat would understand surely. It's like it's Betty.
Well, I'm sure she would understand, but she probably wouldn't understand you taking mine over.
Well, no.
And I'm sure there are other bat fans that you can bring into it too on here that you think will understand.
Oh, yes. Well,
the bat is great, but the point is if I'm asking you if you want a bat, just get a bat and don't take mine over. It's rude.
I'm sorry, I got carried away by Betty.
Would you like to go get yourself one today?
No, it's too nice.
See, you're hearing this. It's ridiculous. It's madness. He's in love with it, but yet he does not want to get his own. He only likes it if it's mine. That's what he did with the Harry Potter charm bracelet.
It's not my fault.
Off topic, you guys, we realized that the third charm that we were going, what is this weird thing? Don't put it in my face.
Oh. It's a very pretty face. It's worth it.
He did that earlier and it was annoying. Anyway, I'm saying like don't... Okay. So this video has been really distractible. We apologize, you guys. Hopefully it's been mildly entertaining. But the point is, I got my Slytherin charm bracelet, and he saw it on me, but at least he went and got one, because he knew damn well I wasn't going to give him mine. So now he has one. But the weird-looking amethyst thing with the four-leaf thing was actually for some charity thing.
By the name of Lumos.
Okay, so we didn't care, and we took it off, and I gave mine away and sold his. So that's cool. But it's got a pretty amethyst in it, and it's nice. Okay.
I like the Betty also because of the card in it, because it has those fairy tale pattern, like they're very pretty decorated, like sort of like the kind of book that I did as a child, I guess. So it kind of reminds me of it.
Okay, but you wouldn't be keeping the card unless you want to keep the card.
I could keep it.
All right, you keep the card for a bookmark. I'll keep the bat.
Okay.
Right, fine. I'll be careful when I remove the bat from the card, just so you can have it. Good to know. I'm glad you commented and said that. So he's going to keep the card. So not only did we get the bat, we got the card. I think this bat was like $7, but when we paid, the price was really low, so I think we had some kind of sale on that we just kind of floated through in our Halloween bliss and didn't notice. When we went to Joann's this time, you guys, they didn't have a lot of decor out that we wanted still, but they did have a lot more jewelry and charms for crafts, so that's mainly what we got, but they had some really neat stuff. This bat is big. It's not as 3D as I like, but it has the orange, black, and kind of gold autumn colors. And it's metal with enamels, so it's nice. Again, it probably won't be my favorite bat, but it's different and it's neat, and it was a very reasonable price, so we just snatched it up. Probably was half off because all the stuff we got, we only paid like $14 for, and I got 2 big clips for our lanyards, plus these 3 things that we're about to show you. That was one. The next are these 3 keys that we're gonna make bracelets out of on those black stretch cords that you've probably seen on my other DIY different videos. I'm selling this one that's just got a cat in it because it's kind of flat and it's not a black cat, but it's a key. These are all keys with kind of spooky tops. This one is obviously a very good 3D skull on a key, and I usually don't do skulls, but I'm sucked into keeping this one for now too. I think I'll name him Hugo, like our talking skull with the monocle. He can be another version of him. And then the Raven key. How awesome is that? And they even made it black. And it's got a raven sitting in it. I'm kind of a little disappointed because I think the skull is the most 3D, and they always make skulls the most 3D, but not like the bats and the ravens as much. But this one is 3D, it's just little, because when you turn it over, it's still a raven on this side. And here's the back of the skull, and the back of the cat. But I'm selling the cat because I love the cats, but it's just my least favorite on this. I just think they could have been better. It's just meh.
The cat might be sitting inside of a half moon if we did the second.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it is. And that's cool. It's just that, like, it's just flat. It's not really, like a cat in a half moon, it could be done well. But the raven, it's got the claws. You see that, it's good. And it's just inside the circle. And then, of course, the skull is just the skull. It's solid. The skull is the heaviest. The raven might be the lightest, and the cat's in the middle. If you want to show the card or anything else closer, Gomez.
Let's see.
You can manage to part from. Oh, good. The bat lover is being separated from you mildly right now.
Okay, and just to include other people, the moon can be for the moon and stars. Like show the patient since she has the moon.
Oh, so since you singled out our friend the Haunted Bats channel, you didn't want to leave out anybody else.
Yes.
Well, but there's so many friends we have on here. Now you've mentioned two.
Oh boy. Well, everybody loves skulls though, right? Like all the other friends that we have, so that's for everybody else.
Okay, we have a lot of people who love bats, and I try to include all of you and didn't single out anybody because Morticia cares about you all.
Oh, Morticia's the sweet one.
Gomez is stuck up in me, so
Maybe.
don't be his friend.
Don't be his friend. Just send him food, but don't
send him food. We're not like hungry or starving, it's just he's always eating. So it's not like a starving African children plea for food. It's
Feed the Gomez.
That was a 2.5 Men quote. If you guys ever watched that, a lot of people hate that show. I don't really understand why, but it's
Charlie. He's so charming. How can you not like Charlie?
Charming Charlie's is a jewelry store that I don't think I ever got to go to, but my mom got me some cool stuff from there. Okay, it's being in a Hotel California. It distracts us. Okay, did you show the keys? Any other comments you want to make on the keys?
Yeah, they're well made. They're sort of like, I guess I can try to imagine like the doors that they would open. It's kind of cool, like evocative. Okay.
Like they're gonna open magical doors or dark doors, like the Hellraiser if it were a door.
Yes. So it's like a very nice set and evocative and vivid.
Mysterious.
Yes.
Inspiring.
Yes.
So I think it might have been like $7 too or something, but again, when we bought all these plus 2 lanyard clips, it was only $14, so there was a sale. But okay, this is another little set of charms, but I have to talk about my favorite one first. It's this really cool chunky 3D cauldron, and it's so big that it's on a charm set, but it's got to be a pendant. That would just be a clunker on a bracelet. It's heavy, it's solid, it's got a thing in it where it's being stirred, the brew is being stirred, and it says Witch's Brew. It's kind of engraved on the side. It's metal, it's solid, and it's got the brew in it. And it's very difficult to find 3D cauldrons, and especially 3D cauldron pendants. We have a bracelet that we're going to review eventually that we made from this really neat place called Flaunting Charms. We already reviewed an Alice in Wonderland piece from there, but they have a 3D cauldron charm that's magnificent. But this is a pendant. It's big, you know, for a cauldron piece. It's chunky and it's so 3D. It's just awesome. It doesn't have the little legs. It's more of like a pot, I guess, but I don't care because not every cauldron has to have legs. It's just not a requirement. I mean, it's cute, but it doesn't have to. There's a little handle on the side there that you pick it up with. So it's got that. And it's just awesome. It was probably my favorite piece of all the haul. And anyway, on this little rack of charms, it comes with these just little round green balls. I guess the green to match the green in the cauldron and the brew. Little faceted, probably acrylic balls. And then there's like a plate or something that says drink up witches. I guess so it doesn't say drink up bitches. I'm just guessing. I don't know. And then a little goblet that also has the green in it that you drink up from. And we like cups just as much as we like boxes usually, and it's a metal cup, so it ought to draw us, but I'm just so into the cauldron that I can't really care, and Gomez is all into his Goblet of Fire keychain that we DIY'd into a pendant quickly that he's still wearing.
What can be the goblet of fire? What can be?
Yeah, he's like, you know, I should want this, but I have that now and I don't care. And you know, that's what happens when you get something super excellent that can't be topped. If you want to show these up close or
Yes.
comment or anything, they are now in your hands.
My theory is about this green one. It's not quite the same shade of color, but it just begs to remember the Wicked Witch of the West and how her face was always portrayed as green, presumably.
Or was that because of the Halloween witches already that were green, the green nature witches of the wood?
Ooh,
the
that's
green
beautiful.
hag.
My t-shirt delivers. My t-shirt takes the punch.
Okay, thanks.
So
We're having coffee, and we're also like, it's our second cup of good coffee. This is a Goth DIY coffee where you take black coffee and dump a pack of hot chocolate in it and stir it up, and now you have yummy gourmet chocolatey coffee in 2 seconds or less.
Wait.
What?
We're showing it.
Oh, you want to show it? Okay.
Yes,
It's
it's
still
gentle
dark.
burnish.
Yes.
And it has the cocoa shade in it. Very nice.
So,
It just feels cozy and stuff.
yes, this hotel is very good with the refreshments.
So this set has been produced by Blue Moon Beads. I believe it's
We've heard of them a lot.
yeah.
One of my friends that we trade with gets a lot of their stuff in.
This theme is called Holiday Frights. The holiday is nicely depicted in orange again to represent.
I haven't been in love with a lot of stuff from Blue Moon Beads, so I'm surprised they came out with this and they redeemed themselves with that cauldron. And what about this one with the 3 keys?
The 3 keys are Blue Moon as well.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So that's nice. If you guys want to check those out, you might not even have to order from Joann's, but it's up to you. And if you go into your Joann's and check them out. And now I have put on the bat bracelet. I have put on the bat necklace. If you want to check out how it looks. Do you want one?
No, just like how it looks on you.
Okay, so do you need one though?
Probably not.
We're having this discussion in front of a lot of people
Uh,
that were watching.
yes, I guess I'll ask people for their recommendation. Should I get one?
He's got other bat pendants. I love this wooden one he has. It's like a 3D fat wooden bat, and it's hanging upside down. And get it out of my face. And it's really cute. It's just annoying me. Bad naughty Gomez.
That's how I'm liked best.
This pumpkin I have on with the bat is going to be from a future haul that we are going to do soon. That I traded with a friend who does jewelry, Mama Otter Tidbits on Etsy, and we traded some Halloween tidbits back and forth. And I'm going to do that haul eventually. And one of my friends from Britain that I'm trading with got a pumpkin too, because I hope that she will like it. It's a 3D pumpkin without a face. It's just nice for autumn all year, all around for autumn. So I hope it's something different that she will like. If not, she can make a hairband out of it or do something with it, I'm sure. I thought Gomez wanted one, but he didn't, so she's getting it along with the other thing I got her. So you're getting extra stuff because Gomez wanted it and then decided he didn't want it because he's indecisive, but yet he's going to decide he wants this, I'm sure, eventually. See what I deal with on a daily basis, do you all see? At any rate, these are, just because they're in here, the lanyard clips. Well, it's the package for the lanyard. What do they call this thing?
Let's see. Carabiner, a metal loop with a spring action opening used to clip 2 objects together. Insert small fabric loops on phone cases, bags and totes and attach carabiner. Use on the end of parachute keyring and other craft projects.
That's what I used to attach our little monster books to our lanyards, which we will show you guys later. It's just a DIY. So I got that from Joann's. We got one each, and then all the things we just showed you for $14, so there had to be a sale. Actually, wait, I still have the receipt in here, but it doesn't matter because what if you guys don't have the sale? So I guess we'll just go with the regular prices. These were roughly like $7 each. So anyway, sorry about the background noise. We'll be hopefully home by next week, and we're just going to try to film in different places in the hotel until then to spice things up for all, including us. So it will be interesting. Have a dark day.